Yep. I'm back like I never left. Yeah. The return of the Mac. Yes, sir. The macaroni with the cheese. I'm the macaroni and got the cheese. If you know, you know. All right, man. Mom's like, cause I'm over at my mama house right now. And she like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm making a video. She like, get the fuck out of my house. She don't understand what's going on. But yeah, shout out to moms. Pardon me. Shout out to moms for allowing me to use her place to do my fuckery in. You know what I mean? I love you, mama. Anyway, man, I had just made a video the other day giving this nigga T.I. his credit, his props, bigging him up, specifically on the music tip. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you follow what's going on, you know what I mean, within the past, you already know what T.I. got wrapped up for and got booked for. And the streets had to, you know how, remember when the wrestler The Rock, he would do that eyebrow shit? You know what I mean? That huh? You know what I mean? That I can't do it. You know what I mean? My face don't do that. I'm too handsome to be doing that shit. So yeah, when T.I. had got wrapped up, caught all them damn gun charges, and then he had mysteriously, you know what I mean, he never did no major time for it. The streets was like doing that Rock eye impression, like we was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Everybody, I'm talking about everybody. From the West Coast to the East Coast, down south, squares, gangsters, hustlers, pimps, all type of motherfuckers had an opinion. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas got to sound like lawyers around this motherfucker. They like, how the fuck? He was supposed to get him a minimum of whoop-de-whoop, and this and that. And yeah, I mean, it is kind of like, to this day, you know what I mean, with me being very familiar with the law, especially on the California side, I mean, I'm not really updated on how the law and the legislation is in Georgia, but I know they have more looser firearms, carry firearm terms and all that. You could do your thing out there as far as on the firearm tips. California is not having it. But anyway, yeah, and then he had another incident. You know, I really don't like to speak on this. When one of his guys, they had got into an altercation in the club, you know what I'm saying, packed some niggas out, and then, you know, after that, they got into their vehicles, was exiting the club, and some goons followed them, you know what I mean, on the highway, opened fire on him, and one of his best friends that got killed, you know what I mean, which ain't no laughing matter, you know what I mean, due to the fact that I don't know if he said he started the fight. It was some type of altercation that happened inside the club. They exited and it led onto the highway where a motherfuckers opened fire on him with some heavy artillery. His friend got killed, left his friend's blood on his hands or whatever, and the outcome of that situation, the shooters end up getting apprehended, which was two brothers. Now, one of the brothers told on the other brother. You know what I mean? That's crazy, right? The brother told on the other brother. Imagine how, you know, what the family's going through. Like, the mom and the dad, like, damn, we got one child telling on the other child. This shit is a mess. Like, the streets, boy, don't love nobody, man. When you in too deep, you in too deep. I ain't even going to say only the strong survive, because even the strong fall victim to the streets. But anyway, he had took the stand. I mean, you could look it up. I heard that a lot of the footage got removed from when he was on the stand. He took the stand. He acknowledges that he took the stand, but he claims he didn't give any. You guys bear with me. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm talking too fast. He said he didn't give any incriminating statements or information that will result into a conviction on the shooters. You know what I mean? Basically, he said he didn't cooperate. He didn't see the shooters. He didn't see this. He didn't see that. So basically what I'm saying is he had the big ass Fed case for the guns and then turned around and got caught up with his friend, got murdered, and he chose to take the stand. Because they can't make you take the stand. You know, we got to keep that in mind. People cannot make you take the stand. You got a right to remain silent and all that. You know what I mean? Exercise your other options as a motherfucking American. So when a nigga get on the stand, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, he made the decision to get on the stand. So boom, we covered those two situations. So now this nigga T.I., I don't even know, like, once again, I just made a video previously about Summer Walker and these celebrities just saying shit. It's like, damn, man, y'all need a yes and a no man around y'all at all times to be like, hey, don't say that shit or don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Just please don't, or say it and just don't put it out publicly. Don't tweet it. Don't put it on your story on Instagram. Just don't say nothing. Just be a celebrity, make money, and do some other shit. But anyway, this fool T.I. comes out proudly laughing about it and basically says, you know, he had got wrapped up in a situation, another one back in the day. I guess he got caught with a pistol, or whatever he was doing when he was in his trap days. He had got caught with a pistol. These are his words. This is his words. He got caught with a pistol, right? So boom, him and I think he said his cousin or his uncle, they had got caught together with some guns or whatever. This nigga always getting caught with guns. Like, damn, nigga, you not moving properly. But anyway, they got caught with some guns. So during the process of them fighting the charge, I don't know if it was the uncle or the cousin that he had got caught with. They passed away. You know what I mean? They died during, them fighting the case. So this nigga T.I., you know what I mean? He was explaining the story. He was happily, confident, chest out, head up, like, I'm like, damn, this nigga hella happy to tell the story where he said he told on him. Well, let me finish explaining the story. So, his co-defendant, which was his uncle, his cousin, they died at the time of the case. So during the proceedings of the case, T.I. claims that his dead relative came to him in his sleep and told him, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gone. I'm up out of here. I'm no longer on the earth. So, you go ahead and put that everything on me, say everything was mine, man. I'm taking all the charges for you, Tip, so you can get up out of that. That's what T.I. said, that his dead relative came to him in his dreams and told him that just blame everything on me, man, so you can get up out of your situation. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, boom. He had, he could hear voices from dead people. That nigga T.I. is a talented motherfucker. So he also claims that, his lawyer came to him and told him that he could make everything go away by blaming the dead relative. So, we already know the option that T.I. took, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize the option that T.I. decided to go with, right? So, yeah, he claims he told on his dead relative, right? Boom. So the gun charges and everything, he got up out of that situation. Everything got dismissed, right? And as he's telling the story, I'm like, damn. I'm all type of shit going through my head, right? I'm like, so, because, Baby's brother that just was released from the pen, from the feds, he also told on a bunch of dead motherfuckers to get his freedom back in society. You know what I mean? And then they saying that Lil Durk put everything on King Von also, which is why his charges got dropped and all the big ass cases he was fighting, right? But anyway, we're going to keep this story on T.I. though. Just the T.I. story. So, as I'm thinking about, T.I. being proudly, explaining how he told on his dead people and how he got up out of the situation, I'm like, damn, is this a new cheat code? Has the gangsters unlocked a new way for them to get the killers and the guys that's down for bodies that were not, if the options available for you, if you had a co-defendant or did some dirt with some niggas that's no longer here in the physical form, then you can just double back and be like, yeah, it was whoop-de-whoop. He dead now, but he did it, or it was all him, or basically put the blame on a deceased individual. And it's like, is that a new cheat code? To me, it's like, how do the streets feel about that? Is that snitching? I have my personal take on how I feel about it, And if you would like me to share how I feel about that, get in the comment section and I'll go back, I'll go on my IG or something and I'll make a story addressing if I feel like T.I. is snitching for telling on a dead motherfucker to keep his motherfucking freedom in society. But also I want to ask the streets this. How does the streets feel about this? Even though we know now the streets are watered down, it ain't like it used to be. The G code is not being upheld. It's a bunch of fuckery, buffoonery, just nonsense going on out here in these streets. That's why I chose to be the world's greatest square. I'm just a superstar square. And I'm enjoying every bit of being a square. I'm a YouTuber and I'm a blogger. We don't do nothing illegal around here. We push the legal shit around here. So, but like I said, I want to ask the streets, how do they feel about that? Do you feel like telling is telling? Do you feel like niggas that's done a bunch of time that's down for bodies? Do you feel like it's justifiable for them to tell on their dead people to get back to these streets? Will they be judged? Like I said, because the streets are watered down now. Snitches is walking around this motherfucker like they never snitched. It's like, I done seen niggas snitch and get more popular, get more love. Niggas riding for all, I'm not even going to go into all that because I don't want motherfuckers thinking I'm speaking about them. But just know, me and on this channel, I don't condone none of that shit. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna ever see me hang out with no raps. I'm the solo dolo champ. I fuck with who I fuck with, and that's just that. But back to what I was saying, you know, to the street guys or who any you don't even gotta be a street person. What's your opinion on motherfuckers telling on the dead to get back to the motherfucking streets? You know what I mean? Is that telling? Are we gonna judge them? Should we have an opinion on that? Or are they just doing what they gotta do to get back home to their families and live their life or whatever? You know what I mean? Leave your comments in the comments section and let me know. I mean, be proactive with the channel. You know what I mean? Fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you, and we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna figure this out. Also, I'm gonna get some of the homies. I'm gonna try to gather, organize it, and make arrangements for this weekend, because I want to dig deeper into this topic. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a cheat code has been opened up, and I feel like a lot of killers, old school killers, and niggas that got bodies might be considering like, damn, you know what I mean? Should I put it off on my dead kinfolk so I can get back out there? So like I said, I'm gonna get some reputable individuals, or at least that's the plan. And we all gonna sit at the round table, and we're gonna open up this discussion, man, because I think this is some real shit, and we could talk about it, and we could have, you know, we can converse about it, and we can figure it out, and we can agree to disagree, or we can agree to agree. But yeah, on this channel, we talk about real shit. So stay tuned for this weekend. I'm gonna try to put it together. I'm out.